Host, have you ever wondered why some people effortlessly leave a lasting impression, while others fade into the background? What if I told you that you could make someone miss you so badly that they can't stop thinking about you? Today, I'm breaking down the psychological triggers that make people crave your presence. Whether it's an ex, a crush, a friend, or even a distant relative, these strategies will work if you apply them right. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have the ultimate playbook on how to become unforgettable. Section 1. The power of absence. Alright, let's talk about the biggest mistake people make when they want to be missed. They cling, they overtext, overcall, and overexplain, thinking that staying constantly present will make someone think about them more. But in reality, it does the exact opposite. Nothing kills attraction, curiosity, or longing faster than being too available. Think about it. When do you crave your favorite food the most? When it's right in front of you every single day? Or when you haven't had it in weeks? When do you appreciate a song more? When you hear it all the time? Or when it randomly comes on and hits you with a wave of nostalgia? Exactly. Humans value what they don't always have access to, and that's where the power of absence comes in. Step 1. Create space. Don't always be the first to text. Don't always be available. Make them wonder where you are, what you're doing, and, most importantly, who you're doing it with. You want them to check their phone hoping to see your name pop up. You want them to feel that small rush of excitement when they finally hear from you. But if you're always there, they get used to you. You become predictable. And predictability is the enemy of desire. Let me put it this way. The brain hates uncertainty. It craves answers. That's why when someone doesn't respond right away, our minds start filling in the blanks. Are they busy? Are they out with someone else? Are they losing interest? That little bit of mystery, it's like a magnet. It pulls them in without you having to lift a finger. But listen, this isn't about playing games. It's not about ghosting people or being cold on purpose. It's about making your presence feel valuable. There's a huge difference between ignoring someone and strategically giving them space to miss you. And here's the best part. When you do this right, you'll notice a shift. Suddenly, they're the ones reaching out first. They're putting in effort. And that's when you know the power dynamic has changed. But hold on, just disappearing isn't enough. You need to pair this with the next step. And trust me, this next part is where things get really interesting. Section 2. Imagine this, you send a text. Minutes pass, then hours, and still nothing. That sinking feeling creeps in, doesn't it? Your mind starts racing. Did I say something wrong? Are they losing interest? Are they with someone else? Suddenly, your confidence out the window. For most people, the immediate reaction is to panic. They double text, overanalyze every past conversation, maybe even check that person's social media for clues. And if they finally get a response, they jump on it instantly, relieved but also unknowingly exposing just how emotionally invested they are. But here's the truth, and it might sting a little. The second you let your emotions take over, you hand over all your power. And once someone senses they have you wrapped around their finger, that longing, that curiosity, poof, gone. They stop wondering about you. They stop missing you because they already know you're there, waiting. So here's what you do instead. Stay composed. No double texting. No over-explaining. No passive-aggressive, I guess you're busy messages. Just chill. Keep your replies cool, casual, and, most importantly, controlled. And let me be clear, this isn't about being manipulative. It's about showing that your emotions aren't dictated by someone else's attention. It's about proving that your happiness isn't dependent on whether or not they respond in 5 minutes or 5 hours. And here's the kicker. When you do this, something powerful happens. Instead of you spiraling and overthinking, they start wondering, wait, why aren't they chasing me? Why do they seem so unbothered? Did I misjudge how much they care? That little bit of uncertainty, that's what flips the dynamic. That's what makes them start thinking about you. Because people are drawn to those who don't need them, but who they want to be around. And trust me, when you master this, game changer. Now let's take this a step further and make it even more powerful. By the way, if you're finding this helpful, take a second to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow, and I appreciate every single one of you watching. Now let's move on to the next step. You don't want to miss this. Section 3. The Art of Internal Communication. Here's the deal. Most people talk way too much but leave zero impact. Think about it. How many generic "hey" or "what's up" texts do you ignore on a daily basis? Exactly. If you want someone to truly miss you, your words need to stand out. Your conversations need to leave a mark. Because let's be real, people don't miss boring, forgettable interactions. They miss moments that made them feel something. So here's how you do it. Be intentional with your words. Instead of sending mindless small talk, say something that adds value. Challenge their thinking. Share an unexpected story. Make them laugh in a way no one else does. The key? Leave them with something that sticks. A thought, an emotion, a moment that replays in their mind long after the conversation ends. And here's a little secret. When someone associates you with meaningful conversations, they start craving more. Suddenly, your messages aren't just words, they're experiences. And that's what makes them miss you. But here's the thing. Even with great communication, there's another powerful technique that most people completely overlook, and it changes everything. Section 4. The Strategy-Controlled Absence. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. If you want someone to miss you, really feel your absence, you have to master the art of controlled distance. Most people get this wrong because they're too afraid to step back. They think if they disappear, the other person will forget about them. But here's the truth. It's the exact opposite. Ever notice how you start craving something the moment it's taken away? Whether it's your favorite food, a TV show that ends on a cliffhanger, or a person who suddenly becomes unavailable, that's because scarcity creates value. When something isn't easily accessible, we naturally desire it more. So instead of always being around, be unpredictable. Pull back strategically. Don't be the one who always texts first, and when they reach out, don't always respond right away. Give it time. Let them sit with the feeling of wondering where you are, what you're doing, and why you're suddenly less available. And here's where it gets powerful. When someone starts noticing your absence, they also start realizing your worth. They reflect on the moments you shared, the energy you brought, and suddenly, they feel the void. And once they feel that void, that's when they start missing you. Oh, and if you're finding this valuable, take a second to hit that subscribe button. I drop content like this all the time, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. This right here, this is the secret sauce. The secret sauce. If you truly want someone to miss you, not just for a moment, but deeply, consistently, and undeniably, then you have to become someone who is worth missing. And that starts with you. Think about it. Who do we naturally admire? Who do we find unforgettable? It's the people who are driven, who are out there chasing their dreams, who have a spark that makes them irresistibly magnetic. The ones who don't sit around waiting for attention, but instead create a life so exciting that people can't help but be drawn to them. So here's the mindset shift. Instead of focusing on how to make someone miss you, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Work on your passions. Set goals. Get so busy building your dream life that people start noticing your glow up, not because you ask them to, but because it's impossible to ignore. And here's the best part. When you're living with purpose, you don't have to try to make anyone miss you. They just will. Because people naturally gravitate toward those who are moving forward, who are exciting, who bring something valuable to the table. They'll start thinking, wait, why isn't this person chasing me? What are they up to? Did I take them for granted? And just like that, they'll start craving your presence. Alright, now here's what I want you to do. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these strategies you're going to apply first. Let's talk about it. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video, because trust me, what's coming next is a game changer. At the end of the day, making someone miss you isn't about playing mind games. It's about understanding human psychology. Give space, stay emotionally in control, make interactions meaningful, and, most importantly, build a life that naturally attracts others. When you do that, trust me, they'll miss you more than you ever thought possible. See you in the next video.